Hello adventurers, welcome back. It's been a long time since I've made any videos. As you can tell, I'm on my own with my one of my dogs, Sally. Fortunately Luke can't be here, so I just thought to keep the content going, we'd just come out to my campsite, one of my woods. What we've got here, so that's my shelter there. That's been there for over a year now. Yeah, way over a year, almost 2 years now. And what Luke's got going here is he had a shelter there, which we took down, and we're rebuilding it. But I just wanted to get this video out because we've only got really one proper bushcraft kind of video on the channel, and that's a re-upload of a video from years ago. So I thought, even if Luke can't get here, we'll still just crank out a video. And I think today all I'm gonna do is just get a fire going. It's quite wet conditions, so that should prove quite a challenge. I've got Sally the dog for help, and I might cook something up, might go get some bacon. Well, we shall see. But first task, so I've got to find some dry wood, because I don't know if you've noticed, but it's been quite wet recently. So let's do that. Well, actually, I said the first task would be getting some dry wood. I think the first task is cleaning out this fire site. It's been a while since it's been used and it's got a bit of rubbish in it. So let's get that done. So now that I've got the fire pit cleaned, I do need to get some dry wood. Getting dry wood in wet weather can be a disheartening task, but if you know where to look, it's pretty easy to get. I'm kind of cheating here. We've got a little kind of wood store in this woods for the house, so I'm gonna go over there and check, see if there's anything there. It's all just logs over there, so I'm thinking if I can't get any dry wood over there, there's plenty of piles of branches and stuff around this woods, so I'll delve into them and see if I can find some just nice dry sticks, stuff like what's on the ground all around. Normally I just use that, but it's all soaking, so let's see what we can find. So yeah, like I said, we've got a little wood store here. Some of this is dry, so I'll get this and I'll chop it up into some more manageable pieces of wood. We'll take you through that process. The weather is starting to take a turn for the worse. There's a heavy fog starting to come in and a slight drizzle, but we won't let that stop us. It's only a bit of rain. used this knife, hand forged it myself. It isn't quite finished yet, haven't got a proper edge on it. So, but I just thought I'd try it out, bring it out in the woods today. And as you can clearly see, the baton's wood pretty well, but that's probably because of how thick the edge is. So, but yeah, if you didn't know, if you haven't seen on the channel, there is a few blacksmithing videos on there, which is why the old name of this particular channel was the Bushcraft Blacksmith. Even though I didn't have any camping videos or bushcraft on there. But me and Luke, we had an old YouTube channel, Woodland Adventures, which we had when we were quite young. So you can probably imagine how bad that is. The camera quality, the commentary, just general content. And making videos with our friend Dan Povey over at the Dan Povey Bushcraft channel. There'll be a link in the description. Check him out. Some quite good stuff. Helping him with starting a YouTube channel and making videos. That's what I do at college. I study media, but helping him do that kind of gave me and Luke that urge to start making videos again. And like I said, Luke isn't here because I think he's at work, but I thought I'll come out in the woods, just get a video out, bit of fun. If you can't tell, it's a sax style knife. Trying to remember what the handle's made out of. I want to say birch. Yeah, I'm fairly certain it's birch. It's either birch or ash. I'm sure some of you know what I'm doing here, the batoning of this wood. But for those of you who don't know, when you make a fire, there's a few different types of wood, sizes of wood you need. You start off with your tinder, which isn't your wood. That's what catches your spark. That's what really starts the fire. And then from there, you go on to your kindling, which is stuff like, it's not a very good example, Keen. Stuff like that. Stuff about the thickness of a pencil. Which is what I'm doing here. Because this stuff here is small fuel, and it's about the thickness of your finger. That's what you add on after you've put your kindling on. And then once you've got all that burning, you can chuck your logs on. And hopefully that'll get something started. But just in case, I'm gonna go through some of the piles of branches and stuff and see if I can find some of this kind of stuff dry, because that really gets a fire going. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go through piles of this kind of stuff, see if any of it's dry. What I just grabbed there seemed pretty dry. Little tip, whenever you try to find firewood, crack it, and if it makes kind of like a crackling noise you'd expect to hear on the fire, it's good to burn. So now that we've got all the wood harvested, chopped, all that kind of stuff, now we're on to the actual fire lighting. Different people, they have different ways of doing this, and most people in the bushcraft world, they like to use ferro rods, and these are amazing. Like, seriously, grab them. Sparks, red, white hot sparks everywhere. But I'm a sucker for tradition. And I like to do the things the way our ancestors did. So I prefer to use this nice little rock here and this little bit of hard metal. Flint and steel, one of our oldest ways of lighting fires. And it's still really good to this day, sparks, not as many, not as hot. But you know, that's just another challenge which you can overcome. And one of the differences between, you know, with using a flint and steel is you've got to have something to catch that spark. I don't mean tinder, because that's what you use with your ferro rod. With this, you've got to have something which you place on top of your flint to catch that spark, so you can then place that in the tinder to get the flame. Now, you can use different things, horseshoe fungus, but the most common one which I find easiest to get, is just this char cloth. Cotton material, basically baked in a tin till it's charred. And what you do is you get a piece of that and you just put it on the back of your flint in here, and then you strike a spark onto it. It catches that spark so easily, and then you'll put that piece of char cloth into your ball of tinder and then blow on it, blow on it, blow on it, how you would normally light a fire, and it gives you you know, your flame. So that's how I'm going to try and light my fire today. I'm still not an expert at it. I could easily get it going with my ferro rod, but I'm going to try with a flint and steel. I've only ever got a fire going with them a few times, and definitely not in wet conditions, so should be fun. Let's see how it goes. Right, let's get started. What I've got for my tinder is just a bunch of old rope, which I just unfrayed. This stuff's alright. Normally I'd use dried grass, but dried in this weather, no. Should really keep some, like, in the house, but I don't. So just got this stuff here, and like I've just explained, we'll get a burning char cloth, shove that in there, and then just blow on it, and then we'll chuck our kindling on there and get that going. Let's see how it goes. Right, so we're just going to get a bit of this, I think. Okay, that'll do. And I hope it'll do. We shall soon find out. Right, let's get that on there. Let's see how long it takes to get a spark on it. There we go. 2 hits. So now we've got the fire going. You'll notice I didn't say anything there when I was lighting it. That's kind of a tradition me and Luke have. We always do it in scout camps. Because if you get a spark going and then a little flame, and then you put wood on it and you say, oh my god, we've got a fire, it always goes out. So that's why I didn't speak. But now we've got that going. Get some bigger bits of wood on there and get something cooking, hopefully. Quite smoky. Yeah. Right, so we've got the fire going and we've got some beans. to eat for dinner, me and Sally. I hope Sally likes beans, I don't really know. But I'm going to get them on the fire and just eat them, and that'll be it. Let's hope I can pick that out when it gets hot. Right, so I think those beans are done. So that'll be mine and Sally's dinner. Let's get them eaten, and then I think that'll be it. Yep, so just as I start tucking into my beans, the rain starts pouring down. But I'm not too fussed. It just means we'll get wet. Right, so I know this won't be our typical kind of video, but it's good to be back. And if you like this video, click the like button. Please subscribe, and if you've got any comments, you know where to leave them. So thank you for watching, and hopefully we'll see you again soon. Goodbye.